Completed several PIO ceremonies. I began packing up my equipment only to learn that my flight home this evening has been canceled due to a huge blizzard. I wake the next morning to discover several feet of fresh snow on the ground. I am staying in a cabin overlooking a bay in a wilderness area of Alaska. Awe and beauty fill my being. So different is this open space with a majestic view from the many small cramped offices, often without windows, that I had usually worked out of. At once, I decided to do my own PIO ceremony on myself. I prepare myself for a moving experience. I situate myself so I can monitor the equipment while looking out the window, my mind wandering over the cascades of snow. Reflecting over my career, I begin to see the figures of many mentors passing through my mind. Teachers who have influenced my path in innovative healing. Dr. Charles R. Davis, a counselor, taught me the basic skill of listening and processing feelings. Hydrotherapist Dr. Ronald Hoy shared his technique of return flow specula and herbal enimata. Dr. William Turska, the father of oxygen therapy in North America, gave me the crown jewel, Oxidation is Life, launching me in the development of my PIO technique. Dr. Thomas Dorman sought my knowledge, treating me with deep respect. Dr. Walter Stern, ever the skeptic, opened many doors and stood up for me publicly against unwarranted criticism. Memories of all the conferences I have attended all over the world and the dedicated healers I have been fortunate to meet flash before my mind's eye. So many cherished memories from my journey, or rather quest, to relieve some of the suffering that seems to be so pervasive in this world. Continuing with the ceremony, I check the monitors and again look out the window as the snow continues to fall more heavily. My mind drifts to the many seekers I have had the honor and privilege of working with. Some who were with me as I was just beginning to discover my new techniques, and others who came along as the techniques became more sophisticated and effective. No two colons are alike, I remember telling people in my lectures. The large and complicated and unique snowflakes falling before my eyes underscore the analogy well. I am now feeling the effects of the hydration response as I continue to self-clearing, simultaneously noticing that as each snowflake falls, it melts into the others, creating a liquid joining of sorts. I feel at one with the environment. The vibration of the falling pristine beauty is buzzing throughout my entire system. Again, I begin to see the faces of the thousands of people I have guided over the years. Those who came sick and in pain, those full of curiosity, athletes and bodybuilders who wanted an edge over the competition, those who just wanted preventive measures, and so on. In that fleeting moment, I glimpse something profound, sanctified, and much greater than I will ever comprehend. I feel suddenly like a martyr, in Greek, a witness. The presence of my deceased son grips me. Of all the losses I have sustained, losing him remains the worst and the most traumatic of my life. At this moment, he and I are one in a most mystical experience, unexplainable in time. Perhaps beauty draws us into the unfathomable oneness of time and space. My mind now back in the cabin. I become clinical and logical again. I've seen thousands of cases in which people were told they had weeks to live, would never walk again, and the like. Through pious ceremonies commensurate with the gravity of their situation, surgeries were prevented, drugs eliminated, and people fully healed. This information is not new. As a researcher on multiple occasions, I thought I had discovered something new, only to find it written in an old book as attested to by the numerous books referenced in the bibliography. Much of the information goes back hundreds and thousands of years. I want humankind to consider this. I have written this book so the knowledge and the wisdom of our ancestors that led to the development of pious ceremony will be both preserved and nurtured. The snow has ceased falling, and my ceremony is over. It appears that my flight will leave tomorrow. My vision is that seekers who read Wheels of Wellness will consider this introduction as an aid in understanding the bigger picture of their body's way to achieve and maintain a healthy balance. In your reflections, I also hope you would consider White Heron Pio Ceremony. So that's from chapter 5, which is the shortest chapter. So anyway.